and week so far. Woo! I fired up, baby. We went camping today. Had a live look in at training camp, but it was weird because there was no sound and everything. So I was like, I'll watch it later. But just wanted to get in to a little bit of Niner news over the next hour. But before we start that, we'd like to remind everybody that you can subscribe to one free channel on Twitch for free. We hope it's Niner Faithful Radio by using Amazon Prime through Twitch's feature Prime Gaming. You just go in, created a free account, hook it up, and it really helps out the channel and doesn't cost you anything. So you can go to twitch.tv/Niner Faithful Radio to do that. So 2 more days. I'm super excited. 2 more days. We're just finally putting the final touches on women's designs right now. For the Faithful, by the Faithful, pre-launch sale is coming July 30th. You can save 30% off of our women's and men's and tank tops. Go to NinerFaithfulRadio.com/shop for all the details. Go to cgiant.com and use the promo code NinerFaithfulRadio to save on all your concert, theater, and sporting event tickets, as well as help out the show. You can also get your officially licensed Niner gear from shop49ers.com by using our affiliate link. It costs you no more, and it really does help out the show. You can go to NinerFaithfulRadio.com to subscribe. Also, watch all the previous episodes, or listen to, I should say, all the previous episodes of all our shows. You can also follow Niner Faithful Radio on social media on Facebook, Instagram, and Tumblr at Niner Faithful Radio, and Twitter at Niner Faithful R. Let's go ahead and get the show cracking. Oh, God, this crap's very well. See if Mama says a very nice day with Trey Lance and Jimmy Garoppolo. I don't know what's damn everything's possessed. Hold on. Wow, that was scary as hell. My phone is possessed. I don't know what made it do any of that. That was very scary. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, Trey Lance signs 4 deal and other roster move. Okay, let me see. Trey Lance a 4-year deal. With the signing, the 49ers have all 8 of the on the COVID reserve list: Jawan Jennings and Jaquiski Tart. Damn, bro. That's that actually kind of, well, I ain't gonna lie. When I first saw Jaquiski Tart's name, I thought it might be pup list, and so I'm just happy that it's not the pup list. And I mean, I'm not happy that he's on the COVID reserve list, obviously, but um, let me see. Okay, I was wondering if they had posted videos from training camp yet. They haven't. Um, I wonder if there's any tickets left to training camp. Probably not. Okay, so Kyle Shanahan had his pressure today. Um, yeah, they're all sold out. Oh wait, Dwight Clark Day. There's still some for Dwight Clark Day. Um, that's funny. Okay, I'm hoping that it'll give you like, no, where is it? Yeah, we're all sold out except Dwight Clark Day. Um, I'm hoping that it'll give me some articles. Okay, here we go. Updates on Bosa Ford and Jimmy Garoppolo. Um, news. Okay, let's go. So apparently D Ford and Jalen Hurd, I know, participated in strictly individual drills. Um, Kyle Shanahan was asked today at his press conference if they anticipated, pushing it a little bit farther ahead of schedule with D Ford, and Kyle Shanahan was like, no. Pretty much like, I'm pretty sure he even wanted to say like, fuck no. Um, they are not going to push it with D Ford. I'm hearing, I forget what podcast it was that I was discussing that this particular people think that D Ford's not going to be back until November. And so I don't know if I would go that far. I mean, if he's not playing until November, I'm not. Obviously, you would take D Ford at any time that you can get D Ford, but I don't think that it. Then why wouldn't you start him on the pup list if he's not going to play until November? That doesn't make any sense. But here, let me go ahead, and the article is loading. Um, oh yeah, this is yesterday, so we don't need to do that. Um, no, that was. I think that we're up. I guess I should have waited a little longer. Um, go ahead and wait for it to load. Um, so, oh, we got a couple comments. What's up, bro? How you been? I'm doing chilling, bro. How you doing? Chilling like a villain. Oh, y'all can't hear me? Can you hear me now? Oh, y'all can hear me this whole time? Oh man. Um, can you hear me now? Please somebody let me know that you can hear me. Hold on, let me go ahead and message. Um, let me know. Whoever's watching, please let me know that you can hear me. Um, Trying to figure out if y'all can hear me. You know what? Let me go ahead and take a break right here. We're gonna go ahead and run an ad and then figure this out. Okay, I know we're back from commercial. I'm just trying to figure it out right now. PHEAR. All right, let's go. Um, okay, trying to figure out if y'all can hear me. Um, I guess we lost our listener that was commenting. Um, it said my mic was working, so I'm going to continue the show until otherwise told that no one can indeed hear me. I'll keep an eye out on my phone. Or you know what? Matter of fact, let's do this. All right. Man, it is taking forever to load these websites. Um, I can hear you. All right, cool. We're good then. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're awesome. Okay, so apparently Jimmy looked really good in practice today. I was not there, and like I said, I didn't like. Well, they're not gonna drills and all that where they practice plays. They're not gonna show that in the live look-ins. I'm only gonna be able to see that in camp. Which, by the way, I am going to in 5 days. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 5 days, which apparently is going to be the first day of pads. I thought the first day of pads would be Saturday. Apparently, it's going to be Monday because they go from 4 straight days today through Saturday. They have a day off on Sunday, and then Monday they come back to practice and put on pads, and that's when everything is going to be all good, and we get to see real football. Um, yeah, tickets are all sold out. So All right, I know we're back. Sorry, I we should have no more internet connection issues. Um, I, okay, we're back. Good. Sorry, y'all. Had trouble switching over. It kept on anyway. Stupid Wi-Fi. Um, okay, now I'm on my mobile hotspot. We're good. So let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Um, as we all know, Tavarius Moore was put on the pup list yesterday. Was along with Jeff Wilson Jr. Emmanuel Mosley has been put to the COVID list, and Jones was waived, and um, Tart was put on the COVID list as well. There was one other player. Who was it? And then I know that ooh, that pizza looks good. Come on here. Um, Juwan Jennings. There you go. I couldn't think of who it was, which sucks because I want Jennings to be good. Um, I really do. Let me y'all know if y'all can hear me again. Just want to make sure. But please, somebody comment. Let me know if you can hear. But I'm excited about Juwan Jennings, and it sucks because I believe the COVID 19 positive test at NFL protocol. All right, let me see. Um, so we're getting it right now. We're looking up. Um, okay. Uh, and test taking. Ongoing monitoring COVID-19, COVID IR players who blah, 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 blah. Include those who have tested positive for COVID-19 and who are in close contact exposure to somebody with COVID-19. Confer if a player in tier 1 or tier 2, individual with no known history of COVID infection. Oh, where'd it go? With COVID infection based on documented PCR test receives a new positive test result and is asymptomatic, then that individual shall receive 2 confirmatory tests the day following the positive test result. The test individual is immediately placed on the COVID IR list and must remain out of the facility and isolate at home until confirmatory test results return. If both confirmatory tests are negative, then the individual is not considered COVID positive and may resume all normal activity, including access to the facility. Um, this is from 2020. Um, I can't find anything. Let me see if we can find anything. Um, Let me see. We're not finding anything. Let me try NFL COVID-19 IR rules. Let's see. Uh, Let me see. There's I don't find anything. All right, cool, awesome. Thanks everybody. But yeah, I'm okay. Let me see. This might be the closest we can get. Blah, 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 blah. Not saying anything about it. Um, the big one, if cancel game, the huge, that means no next. No, what is this? Where is it? Nearly half of NFL teams. Okay. No, I can't find anything. So I don't know how long it is. I've heard it could be up to a week that they can miss, or two consecutive negative tests. I don't know. This all gets confusing. I'll have to listen to Kyle Shanahan's press conference again to see if I can pick anything up about him saying it. I don't remember anything through the first listen around, but I always like to listen to press conferences 2 or 3 times because you know that you always pick up stuff that you missed the first time. But um, now getting into the meat of what I thought the show would be, which is my top players to watch. Um, you know what? Let's go ahead and take another commercial break, and then we'll start our players. All right, and we're back. So to get into my top players to watch, um, okay. First, we're not gonna bury the lead. We're gonna obviously start with Trey Lance is a player to watch. Apparently, he's looked good in camp. Kyle Shanahan said there's some things that he needs to work through, which we knew. And from everything that we heard, the Niners spent a majority of the offseason reworking his mechanics. And so I would assume that's probably what Kyle Shanahan is talking about is, hey, look, he's improving on his mechanics, but, you can't expect 7 practices and, 40 days off to, completely change his mechanics. He obviously needs to get more comfortable in it. And I think that what makes it the most difficult is you're having to relearn your mechanics. So, muscle memory. A lot of, when you're at this level, although Trey Lance is still young, still, when you're at this level, you've been doing things probably a certain way for a long time. And it's almost like muscle memory. You don't think about it. I mean, think about when's the last time you had to think about walking, or just lift up my foot, step. Most people don't think about it. You just do it because it's muscle memory. And so you're having to relearn, your mechanics. Plus, on top of that, learn the playbook, you know, to show the leadership, get adjusted to life in the NFL, learn your teammates. I mean, it's definitely a lot. And so I know that there was, I don't want to say controversy, but there was some thought on whether Kyle Shanahan pretty much said that there was no quarterback competition or not. I think what Kyle Shanahan said yesterday was that, yeah, there's no quarterback competition. I don't expect there to be. But Kyle Shanahan, I believe, yesterday was pretty much saying to expect him to come in and compete at a level that could take Jimmy Garoppolo's job after 7 practices. It's like, you know, you can't expect that. And Kyle Shanahan, I believe what he said yesterday. Yeah, are they trying to pump up Jimmy to probably try to trade him a little bit? Maybe. I wouldn't say that. I think that there's a certain pick that if the Niners received right now, that Jimmy would be gone. So it's, but I want to see development. At least I'm definitely excited to see him. Obviously, we'll probably catch highlight videos, and there'll be certain things that we'll catch, you know, via Twitter and Facebook and YouTube and all that. But I'm definitely excited to see how he looks. Number fourth player that I'm excited to look at is Ambry Thomas. Apparently, he rolled with the ones today. Now, Kyle Shanahan said, "Hey, look, don't look deep in that. Emmanuel Mosley wasn't out there and everything like that." And he had a really good OTA, so they're kind of taking it from there. But to me, they could have easily given it to Dante Johnson or Tim Harris or anybody who apparently also Kyle Shanahan said looked good today. But they could have easily gave it to another quarterback, but they gave it to Ambry Thomas, which shows that they like where he's at. I would assume they believe they want to see where he's at least with the ones and say, okay, hey, let's see what you do here. Yeah, Kyle Shanahan said they're not ready to make some grand, proclamation to say, oh, Emmanuel Mosley and Ambry Thomas are in competition, which I think they are, but or at least Ambry Thomas can turn this into a competition. I'll say it like that. Um, or Ambry Thomas is going to be our starter, but a lot of the prevailing, I don't want to say word, but a lot of the prevailing thought out there is that Emmanuel Mosley is going to start the season as a starter, but Ambry Thomas is eventually going to take over that role and probably will not relinquish it. Excuse me, not relinquish it throughout his Niner career. And at least that's the hope and the thought and the idea. Um, so going on to number 3, Mike McGlinchey. I said this obviously in yesterday's show and everything, and I'm going to continue to say is I expect a bounce back year from Mike McGlinchey. I mean, he looks bigger than he did last year. You can tell from the pictures and the few minutes of the live looking. Yeah, people around me yawning. Um, the live looking, the few moments of live looking that I saw at training camp today. He looks bigger, so I would expect a bounce back year because he was a high pick, and it came out that the Niners have said they ultimately want to be a draft and develop team. don't look any further than the man we played last week. We drafted him, we developed him, and we paid him to keep him. George Kittle. Same thing. Um, I'm curious to see, do we keep DJ Jones after next year? Some of these players, how much of the 2017 draft? What, George Kittle? That's George Kittle and DJ Jones are the last players remaining from the 2017 draft. Is George Kittle going to be the only player remaining from that 2017 draft on the roster? Yeah, because the team talked about how it wasn't guaranteed to bring DJ Jones back this year and not next year. So you got 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 5 years later, you have only one player left on the 2017 roster. 2018, Mike McGlinchey, Dante Pettis is not here. Travarius Moore, that might be a question mark. Contavious Street. I'm curious. 2019, obviously a lot, but 2018 49ers draft. I'm curious to see this. Wonder how much of a real turnover we're gonna have. Mike McGlinchey, Dante Pettis on the team. Bam Bam, obviously. Travarius Moore, Contavious Street, DJ Reed, Marcel Harris, Julian Taylor, Richie James. So think about that. Richie James could be off this team. Julian Taylor is already off, I believe. Marcel Harris could be off this team. DJ Reed's already off. Travarius Moore could be off this team, and Mike McGlinchey could be off this team. I don't think Mike McGlinchey will be off the team, or he won't be unless he's traded because they're not going to outright cut him after picking up his fifth-year option. That's fully guaranteed. So I'm looking for a lot from Contavious Street. About Contavious Street. Mike McGlinchey. Number 2 player to watch, and this is not necessarily in order, but Jimmy Garoppolo. How does he take this? There's obviously people believe in Jimmy. You know, he knows what's up. We all know that, he probably won't be here next year, barring, injury that, we'll have to keep him. But doesn't look like, Julian Taylor isn't on the roster. So Mike McGlinchey, Fred Warner, Travarius Moore with the asterisk, Contavious Street, and Marcel Harris. But, Richie James too, sorry. I always think that Richie James was drafted in 2017, 18, 19, 20. I always think that Richie James was drafted in 2017, but it was 2018 that he was drafted. So, number 2, Nick Bosa. I think that, look, everybody says Nick Bosa looks good. We all expect him to come back and be strong and everything like that, but, it's just going to be fun to watch. Number 97. And, obviously you remember the splash plays from 2019, but, over this offseason, rewatching 2019 Nick Bosa and just not the almost pick six, not the sacks and all that, but the run stop. but just the little plays that he made where you could tell that because the offensive line had a double team him, that allowed, Eric Armstead to get an easier matchup. Or, well, he wasn't next to Eric Armstead, but DeForest Buckner or Eric Armstead, or just whoever, to get an easier matchup. And just how much that what really makes Nick Bosa a potential superstar, if he's not, some people would already consider him a superstar, is that he makes everybody around him better. And I think that's when, if you look into just another player, Jimmy's not at that level where he makes everybody around him better yet. Probably won't ever get there. But Nick Bosa makes everybody around him better. And so I think it's just going to be fun to see that. And let's just say my number one, I wish I did this backwards so I could still continue it. We're going to go another 5 after this. My retarded order. Jason Verrett. We all know the type of quarterback he can be when healthy. If he plays healthy this year and plays to the level that we think that he can, and let's be real, probably will. I definitely think he's an upgrade over Richard Sherman. Well, that doesn't seem too controversial, right now, but might even be an upgrade of what Richard Sherman brought us in 2019. Definitely, obviously, what he brought us over last year, but I would dare say Jason Verrett was pretty locked down. And I do believe that a lot of 2019 was Richard Sherman by reputation. I believe now also part of that is, hey, are you going to throw against Richard Sherman or Keller Witherspoon or Emmanuel Mosley? I mean, come on, where are you going to go with the football? And it'll be the same this year with Emmanuel Mosley. And I feel bad. I think this doesn't get talked enough about. Emmanuel Mosley had to play next to Richard Sherman and Jason Verrett. And so when it's a lot of teams are simply just going to target him because of who he's lined up opposite of. It's just I don't care. Almost don't care who the quarterback is. If you give me an option of throwing against Jason Verrett or Richard Sherman, I'm going to go to the other corner. And that kind of is just is almost like a tough bad luck. Bad luck for E-Man. It's going to be the same this year. I don't think Jason Verrett is going to be targeted as much. I mean, maybe, teams might go after him late in games, kind of like Sherman and everything like that. But early on, Emmanuel Mosley is going to get tested. And or Ambry Thomas or whoever the corner opposite Jason Verrett happens to be. I mean, obviously nobody's feeling sorry for Emmanuel Mosley. He's still an NFL player, and I think that he did have an inconsistent season last year, but I don't believe it was as horrible as some I've heard some people make it out to be. He wasn't by, oh my God, we just got to get somebody. Emmanuel Mosley just can't do it anymore. It ain't possible. Let's see if we got any more training camp news or some highlight videos, huh? Yep, no more news yet. So go ahead and comment. Let me get some of y'all's thoughts on your top players to watch in training camp? Let me hear from you, faithful. I see two of y'all watching. I'm pretty sure I know who one is, but I want you to drop a comment in there too, if it's who I think it is, babe. If you're watching, she probably is. Anyway, she's like, I don't know any players. She just watched to support her man. That's so sweet. Anyway, um, yeah, man, we're getting pretty close out of the topic. Oh yeah. I said I was gonna do a couple more players. Um, Dre Greenlaw. I'm actually really excited. Everybody thinks that Bam Bam's going to blitz more, and I do think he'll blitz more. But I don't think he's going to blitz a lot because do you want to keep him out of coverage? Out of the two presumptive starters at linebacker, you would think that it'd be Dre Greenlaw that you would want to send on a blitz because Dre Greenlaw comes with some thump. I mean, we all saw Hollister get stacked. He got stuffed and clinched by the inch. And so you're not moving forward. I almost want to send Dre Greenlaw. Now he's obviously going to be covered some. You can't always send him because teams will catch on to that. But I think that he's not as good as some faithful, myself included, hyped him up to be. But I don't think he's as bad as the people who don't. It's like the extreme. I don't think he's as bad as people make it seem, and people who say he's bad, and I don't think he's as good as people who make it seem. He's just a solid starter. And, John Lynch said at his press conference yesterday, hey, not everybody in that locker room could be the highest paid player at their position. You just simply can't structure a football team that way. But you're not going to have, 22 people all making the top of their position. Probably actually be more than that. You could probably think 23. Probably, no, you could go to, yeah, okay. You just can't do it either way. It doesn't matter. So, let me see where we're at. I think it was, I want to say it was 56. I want to say it was 56 we're at. And so we probably got about 10 more minutes, 10, 12 more minutes of the show. We got to do another hour probably tomorrow. It's tomorrow, Thursday. Probably do it tomorrow too. Yeah. So we got 56 minutes. We've got to do. So we got another minute and 11 something left. You have Jaquiski Tart or Dre Greenlaw. Definitely somebody I want to see in training camp. And also Zach Kerr. I believe he's going to be that signing this year that you sit back and you take a look and you're like, thank God for Zach Kerr. Not that he's going to save this season, not that he's going to be an all-pro or anything like that, but love DJ Jones, but he gets hurt, which a lot. I mean, it's trenches, it's trench life. You're going to get hurt, and so we all saw what happened in 2019 when DJ went down. No bueno. So it is definitely nice to have somebody that's a very good player that can back him up at the very least, if not possibly start. Um, I definitely know some people who think he should start. Um, so we're gonna go ahead, take one more break, probably do one or two more players, and then we'll go ahead and get up out of here. Just delaying 12 more seconds so we can start the ad. Um, 7, 8. So we shall be back. We're back. Crack-a-lack and booty smacking. Um, why is it frozen? That's so weird. Um, okay. I was totally on the wrong screen. Oh my god. I amaze myself sometimes. So I said I was gonna do a couple more players. So I already said Ambry Thomas. Let me see. Alex Mack. Alex Mack's another player I'm looking forward to seeing. You know, center has been an issue for this team. Uh, well, when our center was healthy, it wasn't an issue, but that was the problem. Our center was never healthy. So that was an issue. And, you know, I know Alex Mack is getting up there in age and all that. And, you know, what obviously wasn't the same player that he was in 2016. You know, we need to start realizing 2016 was what you've gone through 17, 18, 19, 20. That was four full seasons ago. So, you know, that's 5 years ago. So that's half a decade. So it ain't exactly like it was yesterday. But still, I mean, I think with the money we gave to Trent Williams, Lindsey, I believe was the top rated center out there in free agent this year. I mean, that just wasn't going to happen. And so I think that the Niners are remain hopefully that he can at least be healthy and know the system and figure that if you're healthy and know the system, that should be enough to you know get us by. Um, we got a show tomorrow to do. Probably do another hour. Trying to go over our 20 hours. Um, so anybody else got any questions or comments on things you've heard about camp? Or if you don't understand anything I've just said, a question, if you want me to explain something. I see you, one person watching. I wonder who you are. Like a twinkle, twinkle, little star. Oh, Jamie messaged me how long ago. Um, okay, we got people who like, no, okay. Um, So that was lovely. Okay, so we caught up on all that. We got about 4 more minutes. I think we can go ahead and start the wind down. Make sure to go to twitch.tv/Niner Faithful Radio to join us for the live streams of all our shows. Also, you can subscribe to us on Twitch by using Amazon Prime. Please make sure to do that. Costs you no money, and it really does help out the show. For the Faithful by the Faithful pre-launch sale is coming July 30th. Save 20% off of all our designs. Go to ninerfaithfulradio.com/shop for more details. Go to seatgiant.com. Use the promo code NinerFaithfulRadio, all one word, to save on all your concert, theater, and sporting event tickets, as well as help out the show. Get your officially licensed Niner gear by using our affiliate link that will be available in the description of this video or podcast, or you can go to our website and get it. But it really does help out the show when you use it, and it doesn't cost you any more to use it. Go to NinerFaithfulRadio.com to check out all our interviews, blogs, well, not any blogs anymore, but previous interviews and episodes of all our shows, plus figure out everywhere you can subscribe to the show. You can also follow the show on social media, on Facebook at Niner Faithful Radio, on Instagram at Niner Faithful Radio, at Tumblr at Niner Faithful Radio, and on Twitter at Niner Faithful Radio. We're going to go ahead and do our little outro thing and then run the raid and get up out of here.
Montana steps up, throws.
All right. He's playing with the Niners. So let's go ahead. Let's hook it up. Let's raid now. Okay, looks like we got it hooked up. We got 2 more minutes. Also, to know the 2nd, the 4th, the 10th, 11th, and 12th, 2nd, 4th, 6th, 2nd, 4th, 6th, 10, 11, 12. We will be doing live training camp reports from Niners training camp. I'll probably go after practice because they don't really let us go during most of practice. And any stream that we can give you, you can get from the team. So I guess it's a different perspective, but we're probably going to do it after practice. We haven't fully decided that yet, but please come. It's going to be exclusively on Twitch at twitch.tv/Niner Faithful Radio. We got 1 more minute left. I'm delaying for time. Delay. Man, I can't wait to go to the 2nd. It's going to be awesome. Gonna love it. We got 40 more seconds, so hopefully we get this all resolved. I don't even know. I'm having a little bit of deja vu right now, actually. Like I've been here before. Anyway, always trips me out when I get deja vu. But 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1. See ya.